My name is Ken Singh. You're sitting at Singh Farms. And I am also sitting at Singh Farms. This farm was started 10, 12 years ago, and there wasn't a plant here. And without bees, there would have not been 2 plants here. There would have not been 3 plants here. Now, my expertise in bees, it tells you that without the pollinators, we have nothing.
Bees are a very important part of many different agricultural cropping systems. The use of bees to increase yields for sustainable agriculture is still critical in this country. We really have no substitute for the honeybee, for the kinds of agricultural systems that we have developed. Farmers, growers, they rent bees. They rent them for a certain amount of time. The beekeeper brings the bees in, puts them down in their fields. The bees pollinate their crops. The farmer or the grower pays the beekeeper for the rental of his bees. He comes in, he picks them up, and he transports them someplace else.
A lot of farmers really don't have time to mess with bees because they're busy farming. Like this farmer, he has no time for bees at all, but he needs them. So that's why our relationship works out well. I don't bother him, he doesn't bother me.
I'm not a beekeeper, I'm not in the honey business, but I need it to complete this picture.
The decline of bees is something that's been going on over the last several years. And I think that researchers have finally decided that there are many things associated with commercial beekeeping practices, diseases that have been introduced to the populations, nutritional needs of bees that have been ignored that are adding up, accumulating, and causing this particular problem.
I try to keep my bees off of pesticides and cotton. Cotton has a lot of pesticides. They don't use pesticides here, so I support Blue Sky Farms. I like they do pesticide free, it's all organic. So my bees do real well here.
Many pesticides, if you carefully read the label, many of the organics will specify that you can't use this in areas where bees are active.
Anything that's man-made that's chemical is not in this farm.
In the wild, there are cycles, there are seasons. We try to replicate that here at Singh Farms at any time of the year. There are always good flower numbers. By having plantings like that, we're supporting them year-round instead of just seasonally with one type of a crop, and then that crop's gone, and then all of a sudden the bees have to be moved elsewhere, or else they'd perish with lack of food. We try to limit even the use of organic pesticides. Beneficial insects will come once they're aware that the pest is here and get these things under control to a manageable population where we have complete safety in this case for the bees. Intercropping with flowering plants to accommodate the need of the bees is a great way to go. We do a little bit of that here. More so we have flowering plants kind of adjacent to our productive planted areas.
I'm a religious man only because I know there's a bigger power than me. So the fear of God keeps me straight and narrow. Help your fellow man, mind your business. But it's bees that are ones that connect us. And without that, this earth would not join. We would not have production. We would starve. We wouldn't be here. So I don't even know why the discussion about the loss of bees are disappearing. Why isn't that number one in our discussion, gentlemen?
They have plenty of pollen, so they need some nectar. Things will be blooming soon. It's been nice weather. They're good girls. They're not bothering us a whole lot. There's a couple mean ones, but they're pretty nice.
It's trying to sting my screen.
There you go.